I don't give a fuck what nobody think. I'm him.
Boy, god damn it. What's up, y'all, man? The Coleman Cowboy back at it again. Boy, we got some talking to do. Hey, this is a crazy game, man. Straight up and straightforward. I ain't think we played it good, on the offensive side of the ball. All right. Until fourth quarter. For some reason, we hit overdrive in fourth quarter, man. This is a beautiful, beautiful victory for me at the end of the day. Like they always say, a win's a win, right? I'm gonna ignore ESPN. I'm gonna ignore Stephen A. I'm gonna ignore all of them, man. They made comments about how ugly the win was. I just couldn't help but to think about, like, yo, the Eagles played them and won by 1 point. I ain't hear none of this jibber jabbers, man. So I'm just gonna ignore it and stay away from it, the negativity, and we gonna just move forward, man. We got things to worry about, but we got things to be proud about. Straight up. Let's start with the bad. Since there's so much damn good that I do have to talk about today, I'm gonna start off with the bad. All right. And when you think about what's the bad points and things to take away from this game, it's probably only gonna be, the Anthony Brown going down. I do got mixed feelings with this whole scenario and situation at hand. Do I like AB? Do I think AB is detrimental to this team? Do I think AB's been playing a great and having a great year? No. But not straight no for all of those. You get what I'm saying? It's still nevertheless gonna hurt us. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's still gonna be a pain in our backside, man. Because lack of experience and comfortability out there is a huge thing. My only problem was I was already beginning to lose comfortability with AB. When he's on, man, but he be giving up some things, man. So I'm gonna throw out some stats for y'all real quick, so you kind of feel what I'm feeling. 2021, AB had 679 snaps on the field. Okay. Currently, right now in 2022, he's had 431 snaps on the field. All right. Last year, his completion was 54.6. Currently, his completion is, it's 55.6, but currently it's 54.3. Keep in mind, we still got a lot of football to play. So that's what you need to worry about or think about or see in these stats that I'm throwing out there for y'all, man. 2021, he ended the year with 821 yards being put on him, okay? This year, he's at 561 yards being put on him. All right. Room for, it's a little space right there. But keep in mind, 2021 is the end of the season stats. We still got like 5 more games to play of just regular season. All right. And then 2021 TDs allowed against him, 6. This year, 5. All right. Why I threw these stats out there to you is to show you that he's already borderline in his stats from last year of a year that's finished. Okay. So AB did not do better this year. He hasn't been better this year. You get what I'm saying? There's nowhere that he's been better. In other words, he's your weak link right now for, your secondary. I know he's out. He's out for the season, guys. So AB's injury, we're gonna pause on the stats, but his injury is his Achilles. I don't have much more information on that injury as far as it being his Achilles, but I do know it's his Achilles that has him out for the year. As far as what's going on with it, I don't know. Not yet. The problem with this is it puts us out 2 starters at cornerback because we've already, lost Lewis for the year. So that's 2 cornerbacks that you got gone for the whole year, man. So it does put that pressure on you. And it kind of, sucks, but it is what it is. This is how people get their time to shine. this is how people step up, which is going to bring me into kind of my next topic on the situation is your QBs. I mean, I'm sorry, your CBs, your corners that you have left, man. So you already know for QB1. Oh, why I keep doing that one? So you already know for cornerback 1, you got Trevon Diggs, man. And so we know that we're cool with that. We're straight with it. Then with cornerback number 2 is kind of where the question comes in lie and play, because you're looking at it being Joseph. Although we do have other bodies, which we're going to get to, like Nashawn Wright, um, that can kind of step in. And like I said, we'll get to Israel Mkamru, so we can't forget about him. But if you look at Kelvin Joseph this year for 52 snaps already, Kelvin Joseph's stats are looking something like completions and targets 6 out of 10. Yards allowed so far 90 yards. TDs allowed right now. He got 2 TDs he's allowed to happen right now, with 2 penalties that came along with it. He just got some raw talent right now, man. And I do not feel comfortable, just to be honest, with Kelvin out there. I don't know. Maybe it could be better as the more reps he get. I do believe that the young cat need to get his reps, and I hope that he tightens up. I do have a lot of faith into our cornerback coach as well. That man, that's a good coach, man. That's a good coach. Uh, a damn good coach, and I feel comfortable with Dan Quinn and his scheming. But I would hope that Joseph can make that move into there. So, excuse me, guys. We also have Nashawn Wright, which right now his stuff is looking something like completions targets 8 out of 9 and 159 yards allowed on him, with 1 TD being allowed. And I'm not quite sure how many snaps he's had. But, like I said, it's just right now a chance for people. I would like to see what Israel Mkamru got to bring to the table. Dude, just mainly because of his size. I like his size, and I feel like if he can elevate to the next level, that's gonna be a dangerous corner. I mean, Israel is 6'4", guys. And old boy from South Carolina, he got 15 tackles. You know what I'm saying? So it's just about kind of placing in guys and seeing who's best for the scheme. I do believe this is not nothing to sleep on. But here's the twist. Here's the bright side. With the whole Houston coming along, man, to play Houston, these are good games to kind of see how much those bodies will hurt you. Uh, if they can't seem to get it going with Houston, kind of let you know, damn, shit, ain't gonna be no better with the Eagles. You know what I'm saying? So these are huge things, man, detrimental. And these games expose these cats or make them better. Now, what I do want to say off the QB2 topic or CB2 topic is, man, y'all gonna kill me with that one, is our nickel right now. Yo, we got a solid nickel. And I stated this and I said this in the beginning of the year on here, man. I was talking about, I played cornerback, man. That's how I finished playing ball. So that's like a position that I really feel comfortable in understanding and knowing and seeing what I see in. You know what I'm saying? Because I know the fundamentals pretty well on being a cornerback. I know the tough things and I know the things that can make a cornerback a great cornerback, being sticky or off. And just like when I think about Trevon Diggs, like, I love the guy, but I also know his type of play can come with, repercussions, as everybody else is learning. I knew that from the jump, though. You feel what I'm saying? Like, when I think about DaRon Bland, this is a full package person right here, man. The boy can hit. Ain't got no fear in coming down to hit. He got some beautiful instinct, man. Beautiful instinct. Let me read your stat, man. Yo, this is a rookie, man. Keep that in mind. Talking 5th round pick type guy, man. He came in, stepped up, and provided you with 8 tackles and 2 interceptions. Bro, that's hot water talent, baby. Don't let it get warm. I'm glad he's in there, man. I've been saying this though, man. That's somebody that really can come in and make a name for himself and make a area of the field you fear may not want to go to. And when you can do that to your quarterback or to another quarterback, it makes for problems. When that quarterback gotta hesitate to throw it towards Diggs' way and hesitate to throw it to a secondary option that's probably gonna be guarded by a nickel, that can make for some that just helps that pressure become sacks. That's what I believe. You know what I'm saying? That's what I've seen. Um, and so I do love our nickel position. And I made the comment about moving him to the outside. Well, now that AB's injured, I want to leave him where he's at. I don't want to touch him. He's been playing great ball there. So I pray that we do not push him out. I pray we don't. I don't think we will, man. I think Dan Quinn knows what he's doing. I mean, he getting paid to do it. You feel me? So, but whatever he do, I'm gonna be with it. I'm gonna have my opinion, but I'm gonna be with it. I'm gonna be cool with it. So yeah, we just worried about CB2, man. Who the hell gonna play cornerback two? Straight up. I mean, outside of that, because I don't see a lot of free agents that's worth my time. So like, top of Josh Norman, I don't know, Kevin King. I don't see a lot of free agents that got no resume that is just like worth going to even. We might as well work what the hell we got and try to see who out of these cats can fit the piece. So like I said, man, we know we're gonna plug Kevin Joseph in there, but keep an eye out for snaps being maybe altered or position maybe being looked at by people like Nashawn Wright and Israel Mukamu. So yeah, don't forget about that. We got a corner, man, but I think we'll plug him more in to special teams because we also had an injury from CJ Goodwin, which not a big one because it sucks, no difference, but it's not necessarily a huge injury because mostly his position involves him being a special team guy. And he's a damn important special team guy. I will say that. He does good on special teams. Never had a problem with CJ on special teams. That boy gonna get there. He be making tackles. He makes hits. He does his jobs well on special teams, man. So it will suck, but he's not a true depth when it comes down to the actual DB position of defensive back in the secondary. Yeah. So man, on to the good and the gravy and the beautiful, baby. You feel what I'm saying? Plain and simple, man. Only problem I have with kind of the game in a sense is I feel like Dak Prescott QBR was fucked up. I don't feel like it was right. I look at Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan went 21 for 37, 233 yards, 2 TDs with 3 INTs, guys. All right, Dak Prescott ended the game he went 20 for 30. He had 170 on yards, 3 TDs, 1 INT, and he had a lower QB rating. I'm not understanding that. Not to mention Matt Ryan got sacked quite a few times. So I'm not sure why they did that. I feel like they screwing over Dak. But here's the deal, man. Offensively, honestly, just gonna be completely honest, and defensively, we're gonna be real. First, second, third quarter, horrible. Just I feel like we wasn't playing our ball. I don't know what the hell was going on. It looked ugly. It shouldn't have been looking the way it looked. But fourth quarter came around, and I don't know. It's like our team woke the hell up. Woke up and took over. Points scored on really all sides of the ball. There was not really a particular spot where you can say we lacked fourth quarter. Offense was producing, run game stepped up, went stupid. You had Zeke, who gave us 17 carries for 77 yards, 1 TD. Poof. And Tony Pollard, man. Tony really did his part too, man. Tony gave us 12 carries for like 91 yards, man, and gave us like 2 TDs. But then our defense turned around and gave us some TDs, man. So our safeties really played a hell of a game. So if you don't know, I'm telling you, the safeties went off. They had a hell of a game. Malik Hooker kind of had his comeback game. It was like a vengeance game for him. We got him from the Colts. Obviously, the Colts had lost a little faith in him with his injuries. Cowboys took that risk, man, and made him a part of ours. Made him ours, man. Made him one of the boys. And I don't know. He went off. He had like some vengeance. I don't know what that was about. But Malik Hooker turned up, man. He had 3 tackles, man, a pass breakup. But the main thing is he had a fumble recovery and returned that for a TD. So that was the best way to get a revenge on the old team, baby, right there for your position as a safety. Man, go do some damage to the offense to where it hurts, and he did. So Malik Hooker did his thing, not to mention Donovan Wilson. And so here's my thing with Donovan Wilson. Donovan is actually looking at being free agent, man. We're going to have to pay him, bro. This man gave us 10 tackles and a sack. It's also great stats. So from the secondary, the safeties, man, we really are looking stout. We're looking hella professional back there. Real ball coming from the safeties. And the thing about the safeties is they're actually, and a lot of times, utilized as outside linebackers. You know what I'm saying? So to be able to come in, run Dan Quinn's system, be able to play your card, man, detrimental, baby. The safeties are really putting in that work, man. Uh, when I think about our two corners that was out there, it is what it is. Diggs did give up a touchdown. He got caught biting on something, and it cost the TD. It is what it is, man. He can't not be out there for me. You know what I'm saying? He gives too much upside. When it comes down to his downsides, yeah, it could be a TD, but shit, that boy can give you TDs. So I mean, it's just one of those players you love to hate, but you love him, and you got to kind of call it what it is. The boy's a beast within himself. After that, man, he tightened down and he played ball, man. Obviously, we already spoke about Deron Bland and how prestigious he came out there and played. He played like this is second year. You know what I'm saying? He played like this is second, third year in the game. True rookie right there, true potential. I don't want to go nowhere. Tony Pollard also gave us a long 30-yarder. I mean, people started playing. I did keep an eye out for our line, man. The line was on some different vibes. Line did cool, no bad points really. But I seen a lot of switching up going on. Jason Peters playing a lot of tackle. Connor getting in there with Jason Peters, Tyler out, Tyler in. I've seen a lot of little weird things coming. I also know that Tyron Smith's coming back, so maybe it's more so about getting people comfortable with certain things, getting comfortable. You know what I'm saying? For whatever changes we may make happen. I just want my best five out on the field, and I believe that's what we're trying to get ready to do. Make sure the best five is out on the field. I do believe that best five does consist of Tyler Smith, but I feel like we straight, man. Nevertheless, honestly, I feel like we're gonna be good. So I do know when when Tyrone Smith comes back or Tyron Smith comes back, that's gonna make for a whole better type of run game, more passing protection. It's gonna really increase what we can do on offense. Give Dak a lot more time back there, make him a lot more comfortable, uh, and kind of be able to play our ball game. I worry about my offense because I feel like sometimes it takes them a minute to get going. I don't know whether it has a lot to do with play calling or whether that's just actual bodies in general. I feel like it takes a little too long though to really get fluctuated on things, man. As far as the front in the defense, I feel like they did pretty damn good. They gave me what I asked for. What I had asked for was simple. I didn't want Jonathan Taylor to have more than 100 yards and a touchdown on my D line, and they did that. They gave me that, man. Dude has 0 touchdowns, 21 carries for 82 yards. You know what I'm saying? So both my backs did better than their back. You know what I'm saying? Zeke didn't have as many yards, but he also had less carries. So he did better than him, and he also had a touchdown. Pilar, obviously, he did better. 12 carries, very little carries, maxed that ass out, almost to 100 yards, man, 91 yards. Gave us 2 TDs. Our offense can produce. Kellen Moore is going to have to figure out how he wants to call these plays better, and that's fact. That's fact. One thing that's to notice about fourth quarter is our offense did provide a lot more running the ball fourth quarter. And that came before, it was like game time. Okay, so like we got the game in a nutshell. Let's run the ball, kill the clock. Even before then, there was a lot more running going on. So fourth quarter hit and Kellen Moore kind of fully got into gear. I'm glad he did, but I do feel like Kellen Moore inconsistency has a lot to do with the offense's inconsistency. So when I ask myself, what's the problem? Why is Dallas starting slow last few games? I don't know. I don't know whether to call it play calling or players, but we're gonna have to figure that shit out. It's not gonna be okay. We do have a power offense. We have a power team. What this game did was basically state to the world, yeah, this is our potential, but we kill ourselves. We killed ourselves basically for 3 quarters. Third quarter, we didn't do anything. Keep that in mind. We didn't do anything third quarter. Fourth quarter, second quarter, we put up 14 points. But kind of was a stall off. Kind of got stalled out. Kellen Moore started doing more throwing crap. And you kind of like, why are we not running the ball? You know what I'm saying? Like, why, like we should stay to the run game. Uh, and it's mind boggling. It kind of makes you go, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? We did do way better with penalties. That's one thing you can kind of salute to the offense about. They got that crap together. All right. I hope that stays consistent. But we definitely banded right on that line. And another thing to look at is I feel like it was emphasis put into that because we had so much changing out with our O-line going on this game. From Peters, McGovern, and Tyler Smith, there was a lot of interchange going on with that. Still, only 3 penalties. Cost us like 40 plus yards, but 3 penalties, that's great. Coming from being the second worst with penalties in the league, y'all, that's a good note to take from it. That's a good note to take from it. So when watching film, what I honestly do is I'm just looking at, okay, like, what was the play calling looking like in the fourth quarter? What was so different? And honestly, it was just a gut to stick to the run. We stuck to the damn run. It's literally always that simple. It's when we over finesse, we over try to do stuff. I feel like Kellen Moore is throw happy, period. Uh, that's kind of like his philosophy. If you really watch Kellen Moore, and I remember when he had his meeting with Gordon, he got his respect for putting together throwing plays. And I feel like we start to make something happen, and Kellen Moore be wanting like, oh yeah, let me try this. And I was, and I'm like, yo, no, man, like let it wait, to a better period. We can't keep coming off shaky. I feel like we knocked that out, man. Kind of try to stick to the run game first and actually get it going, get our running backs flowing, and then resort to kind of play action and then letting Kellen do his thing, we can be dangerous, man. We can be dangerous. And I honestly see that that's what happens in the fourth quarter, or that's what happened in fourth quarter. It was a run first mentality. Even when you was like, okay, we finally running, and then there was a throw, but it was a completion every time. Like it was like, yeah, because the defense is now off. You got Pollard, you switching in and out with Zeke, and we're making progress, and then you throw it. I'm all for it. Do that. But every game we've won this year, we've thrown the ball around 26 times only. Only. Y'all go look up the stats and tell me how many times we threw the ball by the first half. And you can see onto a recipe of what the hell. That's Kellen Moore in his playbook underestimating teams, and you want to try stuff. I can't have that. I do think Kellen Moore got massive potential, but I'm not understanding why he keep testing and keep overdoing things. But I'm gonna leave it alone. Fourth quarter, he got back to himself. He started to look at what the hell's going on, and he kept it. He kept it going. Kept it going. Not only that, momentum is real, fellas. And ladies, momentum is real as hell. And when momentum is flooding around, everybody just begins to feed off each other. Every fourth quarter, the Cowboys as a unit begin to play different ball. It was on some like dog. I seen dog everywhere. And I already stated, man, don't sleep on my tight end, my whole tight end group, dogs. Dogs. Ferguson, Hendershot, dogs. All dogs, man. Even on special team, these boys are out there dogging. We got a squad to be killers, man. It's all about how we gonna keep doing it, baby. We gotta keep that metal to the pedal, baby. We gotta keep grudding because we gonna be okay, man. We gonna be all right. Check it, man. This is Casey with the Coleman Cowboy. I appreciate y'all for coming through, man. This is a victory in the making, man. This is history that was made for sure. That history by far was the fact that we did second. We got second in NFL history for scoring that many points in the fourth quarter. As far as Cowboys history go, we made history. That was the most points. I think previous that score was like 26. I think we made that at 26 when we had 26 points in the fourth quarter. Defense turning around doing what they did. You know, it was a top off, man. So keep in mind, man, that fourth quarter was really capitalized, demolished, and executed by the team. Everybody. Everybody, man. So yo, look, man, this is a good game. I pray that we can go into Houston and be okay. We'll see how the cornerbacks is gonna look, man. We really got to take a look at our secondary this game because it's gonna be a little shaky, I think, with Anthony Brown going out like that, man. We'll be there, man. We'll be there. We'll be there to talk it out, figure it out, man. That's been my time, man. Ho!
I don't give a fuck what nobody think. I'm him.